If you're taking an online virtual campus class, it's likely that you'll be taking an online quiz. Here each week in this class there is a quiz, and let's take a look at this one. The first part of what you'll see on the screen is some directions or information from your instructor, and then here you have the number of attempts you're allowed to take the quiz, how long the quiz is open, and then the grading method that your instructor will be using. Your instructor sets all of these things. So they determine the attempts, the timeline of the quiz, if it has a closing date, and then what the grading method is. In this case, because there are 2 attempts allowed, here's one attempt and when it was finished. And if I want to, I can review the quiz that I took. It won't change my answers, but I can review it in case I'm studying before I take the next quiz. And in this case, you'll see the ones that I got wrong are the ones that have X marks. And your instructor will be able to set whether or not they just show you if the item is wrong or if they want to include what the right answer is. Kind of depends on the class you're in. When you look at this, you can see which ones you got wrong, and then you can also use that as a way of knowing what you need to study, while what you have correct you don't have to worry about. While you're taking the quiz, you'll see here that up in this corner they have what is a quick navigation panel, and you can see here which items you got incorrect and which ones you got correct. And if you want to jump to them and just see for sure what you did on that one, you can click on it and it'll take you right to it. What you can also see here by each question is that it notes correct or incorrect, and it also will let you know what the point value is for the question. Also, while you're taking the quiz, you'll see that you have this option of flagging a question, which might mean you just want to come back and look at it, or you might flag it because you need to come back and answer it, that you're skipping over it. And the way you know that you've done this, over here in the quick navigation, you'll see that now there is a little red mark over this one indicating that there is a flag on it. When you're all done, you can finish your review and it will close. When you're ready to take the quiz, in this case I can reattempt the quiz for my second attempt. You'll see the same things as before. You still see here in this case the questions are not answered. The point value is 1, and I can flag the question if I want to. And as I go along, I just click on the questions and click on next page. And as you go along and you think you forgot something, you can always use the previous page button to go back and look at what you're doing. And when you're all done, you'll be able to tell you're all done because these will be grayed out, the ones you have answered, and then the ones I don't. So I can always jump to them again from here if I want to quickly answer that one, should it be the only one I forgot to answer. And then when I come back over here, I click on Finish Attempt. And before it submits it, it will show you a summary of your attempts. So you can see here that the first 3 were answered. Then I have some that are not answered. I can click again over here on the number question, and it'll take me back out so that I can go ahead and fix that one. Go back to Finish Attempt, and it will show me again And either I can return to my attempt without submitting it, and I have things I want to look at are correct, or I can submit all and finish. And it'll ask me one more time, so you get a couple chances to stop if you need to. And in this case, it is showing me up here when I started the test, when I completed it, and whether it is unfinished or finished, and how much time I spent on the test. Here I can see in the quick navigation panel which ones I got correct and which ones I had incorrect. And then I can review them here, or I can click on Finish Review and it will take me back out. And now you can see that I've taken that quiz 2 times and I've used them up. And so here it says no more attempts allowed. And then I can click on Back to Course. And that would be the end of my quiz taking.